Hey guys, Nasty Nate 888 here, bringing you another MegaRandom FFA game. This time, I'm going to be playing as the Abbasid Dynasty, spawning here in the middle of the map. Well, not really. I mean, we'll see where we decide to spawn. But really, the way I go about these games is I, look for the best spawn possible. Try to find food and gold, which I ran right by here. Didn't notice right away. I think I started building. Well, I guess I did start building right here right away. Okay, perfect. So I have these two golds. I have wood. I have gear. It's a great spawn for me. And Abbasid is one of the civilizations that I have the most experience playing. I've always really enjoyed their multiple TC style of build, opening with the economy wing. So you're going to see one of these interesting games here. This game is going to end in a very crazy 2v1 situation, so that's why I decided to cast this game. Funny enough, this game and the last game both occurred. I believe I played both of them yesterday. So I've got two of my best out of 5 or 10 games that I played. I played them yesterday actually, which is crazy. So this is kind of what got me deciding to commentate them. I do have some even better videos from the past. I'm gonna have to go digging through my replays and find them, but so hopefully we'll have some really fun games to cast here. But you can see just doing my thing. Let's take a look at the whole map here since we're play. We see there's a few other players in the middle as well, so I'm pretty close, unfortunately, to some other players, but we do have a great spawn here. And hopefully they'll be fighting each other to start. Orange has a really great spawn up here. This English player in the top. He's far enough away from everybody else that he doesn't really have to worry about being attacked, it looks like. We have yellow here who could technically attack him, but what happens there? He's the Zushi player, and we've got purple down here. Another Zushi player. Red, obviously, I think red and green are going to be going at it just based on how they're spawned, and then blue could probably go for red as well as his easiest target. Teal and blue, unfortunately for me, I have a... Well, I guess you can walk right through here, through the middle, through this choke point, but other than that, they've got this giant mountain up here. So we're going to see how that comes into play as we speed things up here. As I said, I'm going for the House of Wisdom. I'm going with the economy wing, and I usually when I do that, I mine 150 extra gold, both for this Fertile Crescent upgrade and for the fresh food stuff. And then I'm actually, what I've been doing is kind of a build I copied from another player I saw playing Abbasid early on in my FFA games, which is basically going for a 5 TC build, which sounds crazy, and it is kind of crazy, but to be honest, it has some very powerful advantages. Obviously, getting your economy up this early. As Abbasid playing in FFA, you do have some disadvantages because you only have, literally two landmarks, right? And if both of those get destroyed, you're gonna be out of the game. So that's the one downside of playing Abbasid. So I got to be careful. Where I position my buildings, how we set the space up. But as you see here, I'm just mining stone and wood here, getting my 5 command center build going. And from there, we're just gonna flood a bunch of villagers, obviously, cheaper villagers too, I believe. Fresh food stuff's upgrade on the middle there, and then now we're on our way. So we've got five PCs, and we're gonna rush castle and then spam barracks. And what I like to do, that's when I like to get my barracks upgrades, and then usually I like to go right into men-at-arms and kill another player nearby. It's like my go-to strategy for Abbasid here. We get the 5 TC, just going crazy on the economy. Here, and so even if you get attacked, like right now, with 5 TCs, right, you have so many vills. You lose a few, it doesn't matter. Probably not. I mean, unless they're killing you outright. a little harassment here. I've got, you know, all these defensive town centers. I've got all these villas. They're cheaper, you know. I've got already, you know, 74 villas, so someone attacking me here at only 15 minutes, you know, might not have the most successful time, even if they did. Which I think someone does attack me with some knights or something at some point. BTO. But as you see, I'm getting double blacksmith, hitting out these barracks for my men-at-arms. But I see all of a sudden, boom, there's Teal here, and Teal has he has lancers, right? He looks like he wants to harass me with some lancers. So instead of getting men-at-arms right away, I'm going into spears and defending that way. Should have moved these villagers. Looks like a little mistake here. But I do get some free camels with the military wing. This is my castle age wing. And then you know, I've got like 6 DCs already, or 6 barracks already done, so I can just spam out these veteran, soon to be veteran spearmen, and just let's see what's going on with the rest of the group. Looks like green is rushing early men-at-arms, age 2 men-at-arms into red. This base makes me think green isn't the brightest, you know, or the most strategic player here. He's got a very small little area. I don't know what he's hoping to accomplish there. And Teal keeps attacking me. You know, he's trying to kill my vills, but you know, I have 5 DC, so okay, I'll lose a few vills. You know, I've still got 83, right? And now I've got a lot of spears, so I think Teal, right, is about to give up. 3, 2, 1. Yep, I called it. right on cue. I remember all his knights just stopped here, and so he instantly left the game. So like, okay, shit, this is the guy who just left. I need to go find out where was his king, and it looks like I'm gonna scout it right away. Fortunately, before Blue or anyone else. A little bit of slow reaction there by Blue. Actually, he probably could have got the king if he had rushed straight in and realized that Teal, the Chinese player Teal, was the one who left. But I guess he was more focused on getting relics. Looks like. In fact, he did steal one here that I could have denied. I believe he even tries to send some more monks to steal my relics. I realized I have a few here. I don't usually go for relics as Abbasid, but since, you know, they're here, I might as well. And then I see his monks are here, and I'm able to clean him up and deny his relics there, which is great. But going back to the bird's eye view, we see maybe yellow and purple, a little bit of exchanges, but green isn't doing too hot. He's definitely the weakest player in the match right now that's still alive. From his failed early men-at-arms. You usually never want to do a feudal push, I would say, in FFA. That's almost never a good idea. You're almost always wanting to go castle. I mean, you could do something with knights, I guess, maybe some civs, but I don't know why he wallowed there. Oh, that was pink. Okay. Oh, that was me. That was me trying to. I guess I wallowed there. So obviously I can't get that relic, but I do have 3 relics right here. And, you know, a great economy with all these gold resources here. Things are looking pretty good for me. Normally I don't rely on such a great economy as Abbasid. Usually I rely more on my massive. Well, it is a good economy. Usually I don't have a very. What I mean is I don't usually have a very insane gold economy as Abbasid. Usually I'll rely more on, you know, just massing numbers, massing food and wood units. Once I get my supply cap, you know, maxed even higher, I'll just fill in with, you know, extra spears, extra archers, extra horsemen, and just try to outmass people. So we see that purple's denying some relics here, and yellow's in his base killing some vills. He's got these lancers here, doing pretty well for himself. As far as relics go, I believe, I don't know, I guess there's one on the ground still over here, so other players, a lot of other players have a lot of relics. I think orange will get some, I think yellow will get some later, but right now, not a lot going on. I did engage Blue's army earlier, as you saw, but I realized that, you know, he had nest of bees. I needed to get my own mangoes, springolds, before I take this fight with Blue. And then boom, red finally kills green, the player who was pretty weak over here, and just walled himself this very tiny area, not really trying to get on the map, doing a feudal aggression that didn't work out, and red popped him off. So red and I are both at 250 right now. Meanwhile, I'm going into my Imperial Age, I believe. Or I already got it. I'm just getting my upgrades. I think I forgot to get, like, the first thing you want is that upgrade that when you hit Imperial is that decreases the cost of research, so all your other upgrades are, you know, a lot faster. But in this game, I think I hadn't played Abbasid in a while, and I forgot to get those upgrades right away. I ended up getting my my elite upgrades first. Now I have a pretty powerful army. I kind of poked it at orange up here, and I realized, oh wait a minute, you know, orange is English player. He's already got his Berkshire up. I don't want to mess with that. Let me try messing with somebody else. And fortunately for me, red and blue were already going at it. Blue is trying to evacuate his king up to his Barbican here. So now I'm moving my army back, and I don't want to attack orange until I get these trebs out. I guess is what that's what I'm deciding. I'm not going for blue. I'm gonna maybe pressure orange some more. I feel like he's kind of a weaker player, and if I get some trebs, then I can threaten a Berkshire possibly. So, you know, blue and red have had a little skirmish here. Looks like blue is a bit ahead of red in terms of his score right now. They're gonna keep going at it. Meanwhile, I'm trying to push orange, and for the White Tower and the Berkshire, they're pretty annoying. A lot of landmarks to have to knock out, and I can't get line of sight. There's this friggin' stealth forest here, really annoying. I probably should have built maybe some towers here to give me better vision. I'm not sure. I kind of need units in this stealth forest to even see these buildings, and my trebs are kind of getting beaten up by the fact that this is here. Very frustrating to deal with. I'm kind of like hesitant to go in. I decide maybe I should just back up. And meanwhile, blue and red are fighting, going crazy. You know, it's kind of even, but I think blue is getting the upper hand with the Nest of Beasts alive in the back. Yeah. And red's landmark, his best tower is doing good work, but finally gets sniped out. And then so what happens here is I get really lucky. As it tends to go in FFA, is how you win games, that you get pretty lucky sometimes. And what I think you're going to see happen soon as blue kind of dominates red here, is red is going to donate his, he decides to donate his king to me, because as players often do, they get frustrated by the player who is beating them and will decide to deny them their king, which I think kind of sucks. It's like a shitty way to play. I mean, you know, even I do it sometimes. I feel like if somebody wins in a way that it's really annoying, like they'll do a feudal aggression on me or something stupid, and you know, sometimes I know I'm gonna lose. I think we all do it, or at least a lot of the players do it. They'll donate their king to somebody else. So you see now red is moving his king this direction. But something happened here, which is that we just missed, which was yellow destroyed the purple player over here. He finally broke through, and he got plus 50. So now yellow's at 250. I'm at 250, about to be 300 when red decides to send his king over my direction. He says, you know, I think he said, like, good luck with blue. He was kind of thinking blue was gonna win or something. But, well, I guess he doesn't donate quite yet, but he's still buying some time. And now he's gonna go into my base. And so, but I was really happy with myself this game, was I had this really good setup here. This is one of the first times I've had a successful wall as Abbasid, where I have a keep here. I have my House of Wisdom. They're both walled in completely. I don't have any town centers or anything get in the way. I deleted what I needed to, and I was able to fully wall my base in here, which works out really well. And actually, I think was actually made a huge difference in this game for me later on, as you'll see. But we see now that I'm the only one with 300 supply, I believe. Blue, maybe he doesn't have. Blue, unfortunately, he got screwed out of his king, so he's only at 200. Yellow's pushing into blue now, and I'm gonna hit blue on the other side as well. So blue, unfortunately, blue, you decided to spawn in the middle of the map, and this is what often happens when you do that. Is you'll get hit by multiple players. I definitely recommend not spawning right in the middle if you can help it. I mean, if you're going for like a sacred victory on a single site, if you're Order the Dragon, if you're HRE, then that can make sense. But generally speaking, You don't want to be here. This guy does have a lot of production buildings. Maybe almost he has great economy, but you know, you can't take a 2v1 for players from two different angles that both have supply advantages on you. Looks like yellow doesn't yet. I definitely am near 300 supply at this point, and blue he's in a tight spot here. He's not looking too great. Oh, so what happened here was I back off because what I saw, let's look at my vision. I don't see it right now. A moment ago, I saw this army from orange coming up behind me as I'm pushing into blue. So I decided, wait a minute. Okay, if orange is coming this way, kind of towards blue, I don't want to get sandwiched between him and blue's production. I want to back up, and then I'll just take an engagement from a different angle here. And I probably should have clicked my king ability. I don't know if I did here, but I think I got incredibly lucky. And his king happens to be in this Barbican right here. So lucky for me, he's too busy fighting off yellow and rebuilding his army here. He doesn't even notice, I think, at first that his king was here. And by the time he does realize it, it's too late, and I'm able to snipe it out. So now I'm looking at 350 supply. We got a huge advantage. However, what happens now in the chat is, of course, as often does when you're winning a lot of games, or I'm sorry, I'm sniping a lot of kings, is the other players in the lobby will decide, hey, wait a minute. This player is like 300 plus supply. We both need to kill him. And so now orange is fighting yellow, but in a moment here, they realize that there's only 3 players left. This actually bought me a lot of time that I really needed to get repositioned and get remax after that fight. But I guess they're gonna keep fighting for a moment here. But then I think right as yellow attacks into orange here, they realize, oh wait a minute, we really need a 2v1. But after, in a moment, I think maybe yellow's gonna do a little push here, but happens. Yeah, yellow at first, he's like, I'm gonna go kill orange. For some reason, it took them a while from this realization. I think orange was the one who called it out. He's like, hey, yellow, we need to fight pink. He's got a huge ass army. Yellow, I guess, was a little bit too preoccupied or wasn't paying attention to like the supply or what was going on. Meanwhile, yeah, just destroy orange's army here. And this is the point where I think, yeah, orange is agree with yellow. Yellow has backed off of orange. Like, wait a minute, we need to kill pink. So now, what you see here now is I have 350 supply, right? But I'm at a disadvantage because if it goes 2v1, orange is only at 200, yellow's at 250. That's a total of 350 supply versus my that's a total of 450 supply versus my 350. So I do have a 100 supply disadvantage here if I do fight a perfect 2v1 against them. However, what I do have to my advantage here is that these players aren't, they're not perfectly coordinated, right? They can't see each other's armies. I'm trying to wipe out orange right now, but then I see, oh shit, look at all these units coming. I have to back up and hold off yellow. This is more important now. So I back off. I don't want to lose all my siege up here. I could maybe keep the siege, but it's kind of a risk. So I pull everything back. Yellow's got his Zuganos and his rams. I'm just coming in to wipe them out. Need to clean them up first before I can assess what the strategy is. Meanwhile, I've taken, there's not a lot of gold left on the map at this point. There is some here, but it's kind of in the middle in between us, so it's going to be hard for that take. I'm starting to build a wall here, but one of the most frustrating parts of this match for me was, this ended up being a real, pain for me, is these villagers here from a dead player are blocking my wall from going up. I do realize it, but then I have a really hard time getting that wall up later in the game. Once again, I'm trying to push orange, trying to take him out of the game. He's the closest one to me, Maybe I should have. If I go for yellow, he's farther away. He's gonna be more difficult because then orange is pretty close to me. He's gonna attack me. Figure I'll just try to get as much gold as possible. Keep fighting both these players. Try to look for an advantage. Take some good trades, which I do take some great trades against both of them. But then yellow keeps pushing me, right? So I keep having to go back every time I push into pink up here. This time I just send my infantry and a few siege back and trying to pressure his his base up here. Meanwhile, let's see what the state of. So I still have 3 relics here that I captured earlier. Orange, I believe. So orange's relics. He has 2 relics. Orange has 2 relics. I believe yellow does 2. Here they are. So they both have 2 relics. But I for some reason I just missed this completely in this earlier in this game, was that I could have utilized, I believe there were trade markets, neutral trade markets on this map, which I could have utilized, and I didn't see that. I did see yellow's trade market later when I push over here, but yeah, I think I for some reason have some friggin' sheep here that spot this. Yeah, it's so weird, isn't it? The way you spot things. I guess I lost my scout here earlier, and no one ever reclaimed these sheep, so I was able to spot these. Meanwhile, I'm pushing into go orange. I'm really fighting him. So this is like, I thought I was gonna be able to kill him here at this point, but he did have these very annoying real guns. You know, that kind of wiped a lot of my infantry out. Some of these units, I think they stopped attacking or something, but this is looking really good for me. This is looking like I can kill orange here for a moment. And I think what's going to happen is, of course, yellow pushes me again, so I have to end up backing off. Let's see. Yeah, so now you can see here's where it gets funny. So because of these, I didn't really notice. I think I didn't end up killing these villagers here, but there's still 2 here, so my wall still can't go up. And now I'm like, oh shit, I gotta, move everything back again. We've gotta, back off. And I'm losing some of my trebs. But, I got all these cannons. Now, this is really threatening to me, so this is really dangerous. Like, these cannons could burst in here. This time is one of the times I'm really glad I had this set up here. But you really need these gates to move your king in and out where you need to go. We start sniping my my keep with the cannons, and I'm a little worried here that he might get a snipe off. But I think what I do is I move my king out of here. Yeah, I send him back. Luckily he doesn't notice that right away, and I just put him in one of my town centers for the moment. He's trying to snipe my king. He's like, where's it? I think he didn't realize I moved my king out, fortunately, so. He took a real bad trade there, so that went really well for me. But he's already got another army coming through. He's got all these traders going up here. He's just going crazy. Meanwhile, I'm getting hit by both. Now I'm getting, attacked by both at the same time. But yellow's the bigger threat here. He's in my, my economy and my main base. But I kind of have to split my army here. Luckily, I have enough. Both these players are not, I think they're not the best players, fortunately for me. If they were better players, I would have definitely lost this game, I think, being at this slight disadvantage. But luckily, I'm able to hold that, and this is not being exactly held, but I am rallying reinforcements now. Moving these ones down, I've wiped Orange's army. And yeah, so meanwhile, everyone has a bit of gold income. I'm spreading it on the map. I'm trying to get, my money going out. I don't know if I have the best. Yeah, I do have about 130 workers, which I could probably do more with this, with this supply. But however, I really need a large army as well to fend off, these giant armies from both these players. So it's a very delicate balancing for me on the economy versus military here. Yellow has these traders. They're not bringing the best amount of money, but he's got a lot of them. You can see he's got, all these markets working back here, trading to the middle. He probably could set that up a little better. I think he does later actually set up a better trade. And then of course English has a couple relics. He doesn't have as much gold. There is some gold on the map he hasn't mined yet, I guess, for some reason. But he does, green does, or orange does get the passive income as English for the farms. He gets a little bit of gold from that. And meanwhile, orange comes to us trying to fight yellow in the middle, trying to shut down this trade route. I think as I finally realized that there's damn traders. I need to stop that. Orange comes through here with a bunch of infantry, and he snipes out my my mosque. I think he does get one of my relics here somehow. I was really confused where my 3rd relic went here in this game, but I noticed later in the game that he does somehow pick it up. I think he somehow gets a 3rd relic. Man, I don't know. Maybe it just got deleted. I'm really confused about what happened to this relic here. Let me pause and look up here. It is. Okay, so this monk does not have a relic. I swear he has one later in the game. Maybe, you know, maybe there was some bug here. So I had 3 relics. There's only 2 here. I never figured that out in this game. What happened to that 3rd relic? Maybe it was a bug. Maybe it like spawned in this mountain or something. Got deleted. I don't know. Maybe he sends a monk down. Yeah, I realize he has this really weird positioning up here, which you can kind of see everything that's going on you know, near this mountain here, which is really annoying for me. So I do try to send this out, but I think maybe he has this wall down. I can't actually get to this tower up here. Meanwhile, Yellow and I are kind of contesting sacred sites for income in the middle. Yeah, and we're at this point I'm like kind of worried that I'm gonna lose because we just saw my Moscow rebuilt it. Get those two relics back in the moss later. But now, okay, I'm still having this trouble with the. I guess these villagers haven't died yet, and they're still here. I need to just like eventually. I need to just like redo. Yeah, here we go. I'm finally doing it. Redoing the wall. I tried to kill these at one point, but they were, for some reason, they weren't getting killed. I don't know what happened. So I just decided, fuck it, I'm gonna build you know, build around the villagers there. But still, I can't get it up, you know, like he's got this army here that's denying me from this wall. I feel like as soon as I get this wall up, he doesn't have like cannons, then I can finally focus on orange, you know, and take him out. But in the meantime, still gonna be struggling. And now Yellow has realized that he was a better trader. Now it's 65 gold per trader, trading all the way into this corner here in the middle. But I'm trying to get my wall, man. That wall just won't go up. So once again, we're not gonna be able to push into orange. We're gonna have to back up, push Yellow out of here. Look at the income. We can see, you know, Yellow has a orange actually has the best gold income right now, but that's I think because he still has one vein left. I think Yellow typically has the best gold income in this game because of the trade route, especially once he gets this. Now that he has this other trade route up and running, and he gets all 3 sacred sites. At this point, I'm like, oh shit, I really need to, you know, shut this down. Orange is still fighting against me, even though Yellow has taken all 3 sacred sites. But yeah, I can just push this back, and luckily I can just quickly neutralize these. Orange, both these players, like I said, they're not playing up to bad. I think this guy's cannons. I don't know what they're doing up here, but the problem I think Orange was maybe his income wasn't the best in this game. Well, no, he never had a large military because he was 200 supply capped. He always had a very small army. And the problem with Yellow, from what I saw in this game, is he has a fine economy. And he could get a bigger military, total military, but he never has like enough production. Like you want more production, 5, 5, 5. You know, he has 5 of each type of production. But when you're in these kind of prolonged engagements, you want a lot more than that. I have like, you know, a lot. Maybe not yet, but at some point I get a lot more production. You know, like at least I have. I can't. Sector 7. So 10 barracks, you know, 7 archery ranges, and 7 here and 7 up here. You know, so I like 14 archery ranges. Probably need some more stables. Or switching into camel riders or something, but yeah. So we have a lot more production. I'm moving around the map. I'm, you know, finding all this wood. I probably have the best wood economy in this game because I just mined out every single, you know, spot that I could find. Had wood left in it, which is kind of running out, unfortunately, so I'm kind of starting to worry here. But okay, so Yellow does this thing where he's like, okay, pink. They start coordinating attacks in the chat. Remember, Yellow's like, attack now. I saw this these army went down here, so I actually tried to build some towers to see where he was, but he sniped my villager building this tower right away. So I knew he was gonna do this kind of tactic. Luckily, I got so friggin' lucky here, I think, because instead of sending these with his rams, he sends them all to build one more ram and he just leaves them here for a long time. So basically the infantry's not with the rams, and you know, he's much slower here, and I'm able to, like, you know, my army's way out of position, right? All he has is Ramster, so I just pull some villagers to you know, slow these kill some of these rams. And his yellow's infantry army is so far behind that, you know, he's not able to capitalize on this very much. Like right now, he should have already been through here and surrounding this keep, you know, with all these infantry, so that my king can't escape. But luckily, you know, even now that he's here, he's well, he's getting demolished by my, you know, my burning oil and my replacements. But yeah, I have a few builds here, but I have to move my king now. But he's a little slow on the uptake, and my phone is trying to read to me. There we go. Okay. So luckily, yeah, another terrible trade for him, and I'm able to clean up this and save my king and my main town center here. But like I said before, this like little wall here and keep these extra keeps and stuff. This really came in clutch for me. I think this game. Like usually I don't have such a good setup as Abbasid, I feel like, to protect these, but it's really essential that you do. Whenever you play Abbasid in free for all, you really want to have this like wall around one of your main landmarks and get some keeps in here and make sure you're protected. So now at this point, you know, yellow has actually lost a lot of his army again. For some reason he hasn't remade it yet. I don't know what. I think it's because he doesn't have enough production buildings. He does have the economy. He could almost build a wonder with this economy, but it's money in his bank. But he's really slow. I think he's doing a transition into stables here, if I remember it right. He's starting to build more stables, and he's trying to switch into like knights or something. So this gives me a great opportunity to push into orange here. And I think this time, because yellow is so slow on his transition here, I'm able to do what I need to do and take out orange finally. So he keeps moving his king, unfortunately, from one to the next, but you know, I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna push my way in here. I'm gonna wipe out this damn Berkshire because that's really annoying. And then I can focus on the TC and kill his king eventually here. I really want to get rid of these river pins first, make a better trade, but I just need to wipe them out. So he finally, I think he gives up at this point. He said GG, and I'm able to focus the TC and wipe out his king. So boom, now I can do this. Now, you know, now we're in a much better spot here, not much easier path to victory, right? But from here, it's pretty straightforward. I just have to fight yellow, right? So yellow has, I didn't realize it yet, but he's transitioned into these elite lancers. Luckily, I think I just have a lot of spearmen because I'm running out of gold, really, is why. I've made a lot of spearmen archers, so spearmen will be fine against these lancers. And also, I'm pushing here. I realize he has his trade route is now moving through here. I've scouted this out, you know, and so I made some stables over here. I made some camel riders. I'm gonna start harassing his trade while fighting in the middle. This is kind of a weird spot to fight. I don't know why he took this fight with his cavalry. This player is obviously not the he's not the I mean, he doesn't really have much of a chance, you know, that I'm a 400 supply either anyway. Maybe he's not anyway, but he took this dumb fight in the choke. I mean, it's not working that well for me. I probably could have moved some of these units around here in a better way, but with the spearmen versus, you know, cavalry, there's not much to be said. I have a 278 army supply. At this point, he only has like 79. So at this point, it's pretty much a done deal. I'm harassing his trade, killing all his traders over here at the cavalry, and then one thing I want to check out real quick is how did this, you know, get here? I remember seeing this and I was like, well, is this my relic? Like, did somehow this relic get taken up here? Because there was only 2 relics up here before. There was this guy sitting here, this, you know, this monk was sitting here, but I don't think he had a relic, and I don't know how he ended up. Maybe it was like invisible or something. Maybe it was a bug, but maybe he had it all the whole time and he just forgot to put it in his monastery. I don't know. Very strange. I do know there was, I believe, 7 relics. I think I checked earlier. There were 7 relics in the map. So yellow has 2, I had 3, and then orange had 2. So I'm not sure where that 3rd relic came from. I thought it was somehow one of the relics from my base, but I'm not sure. I never saw him get it there, and I really have no idea. Maybe you guys saw something I missed, but let me know if you do. So anyways, this game is drawing to a close here, and we're gonna wrap it up. So this was a great 2v1 time for me. Sometimes you struggle as Abbasid because the late game units aren't the best, but you do have the advantage of just being able to spam a ton of units with the economy that you do have. At least gathering tons of food and wood. In this game I was actually able to get a lot more gold than normal, but as you see, we were able to seal the deal and take our most recent victory. And yeah, we're going to be casting some more games soon, so stay tuned for the next. Please like and subscribe. See you guys next time.